Hi, and welcome to the Sport News Team walkthrough. Before we start, let me say thank you for buying our team. We built it with a lot of passion and we do hope that you will enjoy using it. Second, apologize for my rusty English. I don't practice a lot of speaking as I do the writing, but let's hope that you can understand me properly. If not, you can always check back team documentation and watch me here what I'm doing. So the first step once you download the zip folder from Team Forest is actually to extract that folder, which we'll do right now here. Let's extract it. You will notice there are 4 files inside. The first one is team documentation. The second one is team folder file, which we'll have to upload to our server to start using our team. The third and the fourth one are files, actually plugins which create match fixtures, and the fourth one is plugin as well which creates widget which will be displaying our match fixtures. Of course, these two options are optional, that's why we don't have to install if we don't want to use it. So to start using Sport News, we have to upload this file to our server, and let's do that. We have to go to our dashboard and go to Appearance Teams, go at top on the Add New, Upload Team, choose File, select Sport News, click on Open and install now. We have to wait a few seconds until this team gets uploaded. Once it's done, let's click on Activate. And that's it. The first step is done. We uploaded our team. And now let's move on. At top you can see here the plugin comes with the Redux Framework plugin. We have to install this to get our team options. So let's do that. Click on Install Now. Once it's done, click here. Activate. Return to the dashboard. And now you can see on the left bottom side we got Team Options menu. But before we dig into this, we have to select Home page. So under New Page, name it like Home, and on the right side select from this drop menu, select Home page and hit here on Publish. Once this is done, you have to go to Settings, Reading, and here select a static page, and here on the front page and this drop menu select Home page and click on Save Changes. Once this is done, you are set to go and to build a team like you want. So once we installed our team, the next step is to go to Dashboard Team Options to actually build some options for our team. So let's navigate there. On the under Team Option, the first options is General, and inside is select Header Style. Currently the first option is disabled. Difference between those two options is this one. While it's disabled, team will show default small boxed header. Main navigation will be here, and on top it's main ticker. So let's preview another one. Select Enable, Save Changes, refresh. As you can see, main navigations and ticker replace their places. Big header is 100% white, and the main feature of this header is that here main navigation is fixed at the top, meaning when we scroll down through our page, menu will always be here. The next step is logo. Recommended sizes are here. Let's select or upload some images. The next step, favicon. Favicon is this small image here. The best size for the same is 16 pixels height and width. Ticker. As you can see, currently this is the main ticker, which can be controlled by number of posts and categories. Select one. Athletics, boxing, hockey. And let's say here 5. The next option is slider. Let's select here sport. This is the main slider. It will show the latest 4 posts from the category you choose here. So choose carefully. The next option is ticker featured. Let's say soccer. Ticker feature is this one. Ideal place for placing some breaking news on your site or some other post for which you want to get more exposure. Main difference between this one and this one on top is that this one will show only the latest one post from the category we select here. We select soccer. Show carousel block. Currently this is disabled. If you want to enable it, you will see here that a carousel block appears, and the same will show the latest post from categories you select here. And you can see set here the number of posts you want to show. Let's save changes, refresh. As you can see here, those are the latest posts from the category sport. The next option is single alternative template. Sport news comes with 4 different post layouts. The one of those 4 is video post, which we can see here. This is a normal post. As you can see here, related posts are on the right side. And this is alternative template for single post. So when you select some categories, all posts inside category which you select here, select one category, will be shown with this alternative template. Note that on the right side there is a blank space because we haven't yet put any widget inside sidebar. And the last part is the last single layout is match fixture, which we get once we install plugin match. Once we install plugin Sport News Match. As you can see, there are options for logos, scorers, date, scores, match info. And this is it for the general team options. Oops, we missed one. Tracking code, this is the easy one. Just place here your Google Analytics code or any other tracking code. Once we are done here, click Save Changes. The next step inside our team documentation is team color style. So let's move there. As you can see, there are 3 options here. The first one is customized, which means that we can choose what colors we want and where. The next one is blue, and the third one is red. But we will move here back later. We have to fill some space here and on cyber so we can actually see much better how does all look. Advertisement. This is a header ad, footer ad, single post ad, and single video ad. So let's preview some header advertisement. This one will appear here on top. Footer will appear here. Single post ad. This ad actually appears inside our alternative template, but also it can appear here inside our normal post template. Single video ad will appear under our video here, and before video content. The next step is social. First we have to enter some text about us, and as you can see here, drag and drop widget about us in footer. The same will appear here about us, so let's do that. Hi, we are the next step is to select which social networks we want to display. So let's say we have some Twitter and Facebook. Let's save changes, refresh. As you can see here, this actually is the one to which we selected. The same way you can do here. Facebook social like box message. This is a box which appears here on the right side. You can see it here. So let's enter some welcome message. Hi, join us on Facebook, for instance. And here you add Facebook page URL and save changes. Let's refresh. As you can see, our welcome message appeared here, but since I didn't add any Facebook page URL, the same won't appear here. But I guess you understand what I'm saying here. The next part is CSS. If you want to place some of your own CSS code and you don't want to lose it, for instance, when we update our theme, place it here, import export. If you decide to switch theme, for example, first, and you want to save data here, use download data file, copy data, and then if you once again decide to reverse back to this theme, you can import all this. And this is it for the theme options. As I said before, we will return here to theme color style. I'll just use some time to fill some widgets to give you more idea how all it looks like. So I'll just hit pause for now. So in the meantime, place some codes here where you can place, for example, your AdSense or any other banner codes, just so you can see difference. Header, footer, this is sidebar. Let's preview video post. As you can see, but here it say 728, but actually this is full responsive ad. But it works fine with the Google responsive ad. It actually will fill all this space. This is single post ad, and that's it for that. So let's add some widgets. Parents widgets. To make things easier for you, we named all the widgets which go to homepage like this SN, and all the widgets that goes to sidebar SN sidebar. So let's add some widget to our homepage. For now I will just use default one, meaning that if you don't decide to write widget name, it will write category name, and here you can select all the category you want, but for now it will pull only all categories, meaning all latest posts from all category. So let's add some other. Here important thing to see is for example that if we add like 4 posts, as you can see here, 4 posts. That's why we have to enter 3, 6, 9 or 12. This is actually misspelled. So let's add 6 and refresh once again our page. Now it looks much nicer. It will also pull video post. This will be your place to show your video post. Just select proper category for video post. So let's add some more. Let's add this one. Let's add this one. And let's add this one. Let's refresh. Okay, now we have something to work. Okay, now the next step is to add something on sidebar. Let's move this. As you can see, there are WooCommerce sidebar, mesh sidebar, single sidebar, and sidebar. This is the default one which will appear on the home page. Single sidebar will appear on all our normal posts, like this one. As you can see, the ad which we added here doesn't appear here because it's not the same sidebar. This is actually home sidebar. And it doesn't appear inside soccer. Where we place it? Yeah, actually it does. So this sidebar is the default one which appears on the home page, and the alternative single sidebar. Alternative single post sidebar. But let's do the same here. Just to first something so you can see. Let's copy this image and name this single sidebar. The same we will do on the mesh sidebar. And we are going to copy this as well. Save. And let's refresh. As you can see, this is single sidebar. We name it here. Nothing appears here except the default one. And we forget match sidebar. We have to find it first. Where is it? Actually, here it is. Match sidebar. So let's add some more widgets. Big blocks. We added that under match sidebar. Let's refresh. Nice looking two box, big ones. Let's add something more. This will actually display two sidebar, two posts in horizontal style. Let's preview this. Enter 2, 4, 6, 9, and so on. As you can see, 4 posts on the left and 4 posts on the right. Let's add something more. Let's add tabs under single sidebar. First thing we have to do is to determine and enter how much posts we want to show. The next step is to write some tags. Hit save. This is on single sidebar, so we have to go here. As you can see, it will show the 4 most popular posts everybody comments. Latest posts are the latest posts from these categories, and latest 4 comments. As you can see, once again, just to show you, this is single post. Actually it says alternative, but this is just a demo to show you. If I decide to, for instance, go to theme options, general, and if I select here boxing, hit save changes, this post will appear as in alternative template. Okay, now the next step is to add some more widgets. Now let's add drop block on sidebar. So we just added drop block on default sidebar, and here you can enter how much posts you want. So let's say 4. Hit save changes, refresh this. As you can see here, it will pull the latest post, and these are the number of posts we enter here. So 4. So let's get back to our theme colors. Now it's much easier to see actually what we are doing. Theme color style. The first thing you'll notice, actually, we from before selected pre-built blue style, and here on the bottom, this is part where it says select a color only. This is extension on the right side of above options. So let's choose, I don't know, green. So you can see just what does this actually changes. You notice this blue part. This is a part which now will become green, and that's it. You don't have to change anything else because everything else is already predefined, but you can mix little things. I don't know if you don't, for example, like something here or in the red. The red one is actually built different, so it doesn't have this option because it uses full white. As you can see, full white widget title background. But I think the best thing is if we go to customize, save changes. Now we can see actually what we will do. So let's start. The first thing, made theme background. Let's make it like this, just to see any difference. As you can see, main theme background, all the main parts of the theme. As you can see here, this part we changed it earlier, and we have to reset this section. If we reset all the changes here will be removed, so we have to reset just this. And now start again. Let's some dark red, just to show you. Secondary theme color, let's add some green. You can see much clearer in this way. So this is the main theme color, and this will become second theme background color. Featured thicker as well. And that's it. Now let's move on. Site title name. Since we have a logo here, we don't have to do that. But if you decide to not have a logo and just to have site title name and descriptions, you can select color for the same. Header slider block background color. Okay, this is, you can see here blue in background. Let's add something like this kind of orange, so you can see what actually is going to be changed. As you can see, this is it. Let's move on. Widget in focus. Widget in focus are actually this one. You see here blue, you see here blue, and on here blue, and some other widgets you will also see some blue. So let's change that. Let's change it to black. You can see now the blue color from before now became black one. Okay, let's move further. Post title primary color. Post title primary color is this one. As you can see, currently is black. So these are the big titles, and these are not. So let's change that. Red. And let's change post title secondary. Here we will add some light green. As you can see, secondary color is this one. Widget in focus will remain white, so only here post title primary color. So this is widget in focus and will remain white. This is the option which we actually changed, as you can see. So let's count it like this. First one, 0, 1, and then post primary, post secondary. This doesn't have secondary, so it's primary. Widget in focus, primary, secondary. Okay, and widget title background. This is this part behind all this. As you can see, here is missing a part, which we said before. So this part you only have to select a color for in blue and in custom style. So let's change first this. Let's some blue, and just so you can see once again difference, let's say this red. As you can see, this is some kind of blue. which we added here, and this part you don't have to, and it's better if you don't change this. Just add a color, and this small part will appear in color you select. And this is it for theme color style. Post options. To create a post, you have to go to new post, and this part you already know, but with Sport News theme come and video post. So to have post like this, all you have to go is to the same place, new post, and then on the right side under format choose video. So I got tags, featured images. If you place a lot of YouTube videos, good thing will be to install this plugin again, which will automatically grab YouTube thumbnails and display it here as featured images. To display video here, you have to place video code inside this box. And of course, if you want to display some more or video here, this is the place as usual. And that covers it. One important thing which I might forget to say earlier, when you switch to Sport News themes as any other, uh, each theme is built differently and has different image sizes, so it will be a good thing that you install this plugin, regenerate thumbnails, and hit it so that all images on your site actually get regenerate, and that will display them nicely with Sport News theme. After theme options, the next stop is inside our theme documentation menus. Sport News comes with 3 menu locations. The main one in header, this one. The bottom one in footer, this will be this one. And the social menu, which actually is this one. So let's move on. You can see here on menu how to add it. Let's see, appearance menu. If this is the first time for you using WordPress, as you can see here, those are all menu options categories under sport, like this. But if you decide to move this in further and hit same menu, this baseball will become a sub options of FL of under sport. As you can see here, FL baseball. This is pretty much that. Now here is a nice image showing all widgets, but of course the best thing to do is to drag and drop each one of them and to see actually in live how they look. The next step is plugins, I'm sorry. Sport News Custom Post Match. So let's move to plugins. It's actually sometimes slower than it should be. We already have Sport News Custom Post Match, but we don't have widget that actually will display the same. So the step for installing those plugins are actually the same. So since we have this one, let's just show you an example how to do it. upload plugin, again I'm sorry, choose file. We have this one, we don't have this one, select this one, click open, install now, wait a few seconds. When it's done, click on activate plugin, and that's it. So now we have it, and we have to go to widget, appearance widgets, and find the same. Here it is. Let's move it on top just to see. Here you can enter some categories. For example, APL, show number of posts, let's say 2, here 2, 2, 2. Let's say La Liga, Serie A, NBA. Let's say actually here hockey, baseball. Okay. The max number of these categories is 10. But I don't believe you will need that much. So let's preview how does this look. As you can see, these are those 4 which we just added, but we didn't add any categories. Since this is just a demo, we didn't add so many of them, so I think actually we just added 2. So under baseball, hockey and NBA, the same will appear, as you can see. Actually for NBA, since the numbers here are like 98, 87, we can't do that. So if we change, for example, this part, like let's say San Antonio won this score against, I don't know, Lakers 98. Let's preview that. As you can see, the score will look nice. So if this will be some NBA posts, you won't have any problems with that. Let's preview it on widget. The same here. So basically, this actually covers plugins. Nothing complicated. Let's move to if you decide to have match fixtures and you want to display them inside widgets, any other widget, not this one which comes by default to display match fixtures, you will have to add this part of code, inside that widget. So let's, for example, do that, just so you can see that actually will show. If you can see here on any other post, it doesn't have match fixtures post, but here it does. Let's preview that. This is called home nest. Let's go to appearance editor, find home nest. This is it. Let's scroll down to find this part. Here it is. So this is the part which we added to show inside this widget post match fixture post. As you can see, match fixture post as well have titles, and the same title will appear here. So for example, if I remove this part, hit update, you will notice that this and this post which come under match fixtures will actually be gone. I think it's the catch issue or the save issue. Home nest, just a moment. Home nest, yeah, twice. There are two set of codes. Home nest, okay, and here as well. Let's refresh. And they are gone. So if you want to show them again, let's check back documentation. We'll find this line of code. You can use Ctrl and F to open this in Chrome. Let's find it like this, and we have to add this part, copy it and paste it right here. Don't forget this part, copy it and paste it here, and copy and paste it here. Update, refresh. Once again they appear here. Be careful when you copy paste those things. So everything after this number 1 until here you have to paste. If you made a mistake, most likely you will end up with an error. So that covers plugins. Let's move to post options. The next part inside our theme documentation is post option. This actually shows how to make match fixtures like this to fill all this data. So let's move there. New fixture, or you can select here on the left side, add new. So the first part is easy one. Just make a title. I don't know. Something like this. Here's actually content. I'll just insert some false content and make this bold. Let's say Ronaldo on Sevilla, and put this inside black quote. Okay, and now we move below where the real magic appears. So let's say match score status. You can write, I don't know, live, final if the match has ended. You can also, for example, here put Saturday and the time if the match is going to start in a few days. So let's say here like it's final. Let's say the league name is La Liga. Here we can enter match details. I'll just copy paste this and change here Santiago Bernabeu, referee, I don't know, change little this. Okay, date nothing important. So let's move here and write home team name Real Madrid. Here we can write home team score. So let's say 3. Score separator plus for example, or this, I'll just add this one, away team Sevilla, away team score nil. I'll enter here nil just to show you what you need to do, because when you enter here 0 at the front, you can see there is nothing to delete. It actually won't save that option and will show it like nothing was entered. So let's move here, home team scores, now let's say 23rd minute and 78th minute, and let's say that Benzema scored one in 56th minute. Okay, on the right you can write tags. Here are categories. So this is important part, because if you decide to add match fixtures inside this widget, so let's say we added category for this widget soccer, you'll have to find here and add soccer. You can add the same here, but this is a part which actually displays the post we are making here inside the same category. So let's move to fixture categories. This is part which actually controls this one. So if you want to, if you are writing post for NBA, we'll just add here NBA. So this post will appear under NBA when we publish it, of course. So let's move home team logo. You can enter here direct image, link image, where you can upload image from your PC. I already have some uploaded images here, so I will just go to media library. It doesn't matter for now which logo I select. Some people will hate me for this, putting Barcelona. Nah, this is just wrong. So let's say Newcastle, and let's say away team logo Sevilla. Insert into post. The best image size for this is, as you can see here, or don't upload anything bigger than 150. That's it. Here we can place some video embed code which actually will be displayed here. So let's just copy this one here and place it here. This is it. Categories Real Madrid, Sevilla, La Liga, let's delete this, select soccer, sport, scores, NBA. I will select NBA just to show you, and here I'm actually leave it at 10, select some featured image. This one looks nice, and hit publish. Let's preview that. Looks nice. So notice this part which actually doesn't show number 0. If you add here any other number than 0, it will be saved. So what you have to do is to first enter space and then 0, and then let's update. As you can see, now it works. If we decide to have some other scores just to show you. Any other number will work. So this is it for match fixtures. Just to show you one more thing. As you can see, Ronaldo backs to Real Madrid beat Sevilla. Okay. Other NBA. This just appeared. So this is it for match fixtures. Let's check that I didn't forget anything. Okay. That's it actually. The next step under team documentation is actually pages. It says it does have a normal page, so let's find it. Pages. So this is normal page, but with some black codes. And as you can see, there is a sidebar. If you want to have a page without sidebar, as you can see here, then go to edit page, and here on the right side select page no sidebar, hit update. Let's check that now. As you can see now, there is no sidebar and the blackout page is in full white. That's it for pages, images. So I already show you how to add images. This is part nothing special, you already know that. And the next part is retina. So as you can see here, you have to add the best image size for use with team is this one. The same stands for image slider, and for here, if you add anything bigger, it will be cropped out to this dimension. Retina, just follow this instruction, nothing complicated. WooCommerce. WooCommerce is actually online store on your site. So you have to follow this instruction. Install first WooCommerce, and let's preview how does it look. Shop. As you can see, this is WooCommerce. You can place WooCommerce widgets anywhere. That's why we decide to go with so many sidebars, not only because of WooCommerce, but actually to give users, customers much more control. So as you can see, if you want to place only Woo products on WooCommerce page, this is the place to go. If we can also place it anywhere else. Products. This is just dummy content by WooCommerce guys. And the next step is BB Press. Actually, this is another popular plugin to install. It creates like a forum on your site. This is it. Cool stuff if you want to engage more your users. I already created some topics just to show you here. And this is it. The important thing is that actually does work. This thing works with WooCommerce and BB Press. Theme files, just names of files which we add to our team. Support. Those guys deserve all credits. And that's it. So let's come back to beginning and welcome and say something about this. It's impossible to know about every plugin there is and what kind of plugin is, but if plugin author is practicing with some standards, WordPress standards, most likely you won't have any problems with it, but we can't guarantee that we'll know to fix problems for every plugin anyone could have. It's just so many of them. It's possible to have so much time, but feel free to let us know if you encounter any problems. We'll do our best to check that out. And if you have any other questions, small problems on the site, for example, inquiries, be sure of course to add. Don't expect from us that we make something custom for you. It's not that we wouldn't do, but we don't think that we'll have enough time. We have to focus on much more important work. Not saying that your site it's not important, but I think you figure. So the best part is the best thing for you in that situation is to find some professional help. But you can also ask us. At least we are going to try to point you into the right direction. And this will be the end. Of course, you can ask us anything at our profile at Vanto. And once again, thank you for buying our theme. We really do hope that you will be enjoying using it. And that's it. Have a fun time playing with our theme and make something nice. Cheers.